Did you know that South Carolina was shaken by one of the most powerful earthquakes in U.S. history? So strong it made church bells ring more than 1,000 miles away? That lurking beneath its coastal waters are real pirate ships, and that somewhere off its shoreline sits the largest coral reef on the entire planet. And almost nobody knows it's there. South Carolina is not just beaches and southern charm. It's history, it's mystery, and it's raw natural power. Get ready, because today you'll discover 17 incredible facts about South Carolina that will completely change the way you see the wild heart of the American South. 17. The Island of the Monkeys. If you take a boat out into the St. Helena Sound and keep your distance, you'll find Morgan Island, uninhabited by humans but overrun by 3,000 to 4,000 rhesus macaque monkeys. In 1979, researchers needed a remote environment for a biomedical breeding colony, so these primates were relocated from Puerto Rico to this secluded South Carolina island. It remains the only free-ranging rhesus macaque colony in the United States. You cannot set foot there. It's managed by the Department of Natural Resources. But you can see them from the water, hanging from the trees, staring back at you like you're the strange one. Nothing prepares you for drifting through a low-country marsh and locking eyes with a primate. 16. A state with no natural lakes. None. Here's a geographical fact that stops people cold. South Carolina, a state defined by water, marshes, rivers, and swamps, does not have a single natural lake of any significant size. Every major body of water on the map, Lake Murray, Lake Marion, Lake Hartwell, Lake Jocassee, all man-made. The state's landscape naturally drains everything outward through its river systems toward the Atlantic. The irony is almost poetic. A state so defined by its relationship with water, yet nature never left a single puddle big enough to call a lake. Every time you're out on the water in South Carolina, you're floating on something humans built. 15. The Blackwater Giant. The Edisto River stretches over 250 miles from the Sandhills to the Atlantic, making it the longest free-flowing Blackwater river on the continent. Not a single dam interrupting its journey. The dark tea-colored water isn't pollution. It's tannins released from decaying swamp vegetation, essentially a slow-moving herbal brew. Because nothing controls its flow, the river breathes with the seasons, creating a constantly shifting ecosystem of white sandbars, ancient cypress trees, and wildlife that changes with every rainfall. Kayaking the Edisto is one of those experiences where the silence becomes almost physical. No development, no engine noise, just the oldest version of South Carolina moving quietly beneath your paddle. 14. The mystery craters of the coastal plain. Scattered across South Carolina's coastal plain are thousands of perfectly oval depressions called Carolina Bays, all tilted in the exact same northwest to southeast direction. From a satellite, it looks like a giant shotgun blast hit the eastern seaboard. Scientists have debated their origin for decades. Meteor shower, exploding comet, ancient wind and water patterns. And nobody knows for certain. What makes this even more urgent is a fact the mystery often overshadows. An estimated 97% of Carolina bays have already been destroyed by agriculture and development. What survives today is a fraction of what once covered this landscape. Standing inside one, perfectly oval, eerily quiet, you feel like you're standing in a scar the Earth hasn't fully explained. 13. The reef hiding in plain sight. In 2024, scientists confirmed the existence of the world's largest known deep-sea coral reef habitat, and it sits off South Carolina's coastline. On an underwater plateau called the Blake Plateau, the reef stretches 310 miles long, 68 miles wide, covering 6.4 million acres, larger than the entire state of Vermont. The coldwater coral mounds sit hundreds of feet below the surface, some dating back over 40,000 years, fed by the Gulf Stream. It had been partially noted since the 1960s, but the full scale wasn't confirmed until a decade of sonar surveys finally revealed the truth. The largest coral reef on the planet isn't in the tropics. It's sitting in the dark, cold deep off the coast of South Carolina. 12. The veins of the coast. Where the Ashepoo, Combahee, and Edisto rivers converge near the sea, the landscape looks less like a coastline and more like the inside of a living organism. A vast network of channels, marshes, and tidal creeks spreading outward like the veins of a leaf. This is the Ace Basin, 350,000 acres of undeveloped wetlands, one of the largest intact estuaries on the entire Atlantic coast. While neighboring coastlines were carved up for resorts, the Ace Basin was protected. It looks almost exactly as it did 2 centuries ago. A nursery for marine life, a flyway for migratory birds, and one of the darkest, most star-filled skies on the eastern seaboard. 11. The Graveyard of Trees. On Bull's Island, part of the Cape Romaine National Wildlife Refuge, there are no umbrellas, no lifeguard stands, no footprints leading to a snack bar. What you'll find instead are the bleached white skeletons of massive oak and cedar trees standing directly in the surf. This is Boneyard Beach. As salt water encroaches on the maritime forest, it kills the trees from the roots up. The sun and salt strip them white, leaving a forest of bones standing in the waves. It is one of the most hauntingly beautiful places in America, and one of the most honest. You are watching the coastline consume itself in real time. 10. The roof of the state. Most people picture South Carolina as flat, marshes, barrier islands, low country heat, but drive northwest and the landscape transforms entirely. Sassafras Mountain, on the border with North Carolina, is the state's highest point at exactly 3,554 feet. From the observation tower at the summit, you can see 4 states on a clear day. What makes this elevation truly dramatic is the context. Just miles away, the land drops over 2,500 feet into the Jocassee Valley below, a vertical plunge steeper than many sections of the Grand Canyon. South Carolina doesn't just have a high point, it has an edge. 9. The rainforest nobody talks about. The northwest corner of South Carolina receives over 85 inches of rainfall per year, more than the famous rainforests of the Pacific Northwest. The terrain rises over 2,000 feet in just 3 miles, forcing moisture-laden air upward and wringing it out over the gorges below. The result is a true temperate rainforest in the American South, dense, dripping, ancient, and almost completely unknown outside the state. The Jocassee Gorges contain the highest concentration of waterfalls east of the Rocky Mountains, with dozens of cascades tucked into hollows that most people will never find. It is the kind of place that makes you question everything you thought you knew about what the South looks like. 8. The German heart of the American South. When BMW decided to build its first full manufacturing plant outside Germany, they chose Greer, South Carolina. The proximity to Charleston's deep-water port, stable bedrock for heavy machinery, and rail access made the upstate geography almost purpose-built for it. Today, Plant Spartanburg is the largest BMW production facility in the world by volume, bigger than any plant in Germany. It permanently transformed the region. You'll find German-language schools, European festivals, and a distinct cultural layer in the Greenville-Spartanburg corridor that exists nowhere else in the American South. The red clay hills of the upstate now produce more BMWs than Bavaria. 7. The man who invented guerrilla warfare. After the British captured Charleston in 1780 and crushed organized American resistance in the South, Francis Marion disappeared into the swamps with a militia sometimes numbering fewer than 50 men. From there, he launched hit-and-run raids the British simply couldn't counter. Strike fast, vanish into the marshes, reappear somewhere else entirely. British commander Banastre Tarleton chased him through 26 miles of swamp before giving up, reportedly declaring that the devil himself couldn't catch the man, handing Marion the nickname history would remember, the Swamp Fox. Military historians credit Marion with pioneering modern guerrilla warfare tactics. He didn't just fight for South Carolina, he helped save the Revolution. 6. The gold that came before California. When most people hear gold rush, they picture 1849 in California. But the Haile gold mine in Kershaw County was already pulling gold from the ground more than 2 decades before the 49ers headed west. Discovered in 1827 on the mineral-rich Carolina Slate Belt, it is the largest gold mine in the eastern United States, and it is still actively operating today. During the Civil War, the gold here was so strategically valuable to the Confederacy that General Sherman specifically ordered his troops to destroy the mining equipment during his march through the state. Beneath quiet pine forest in the middle of South Carolina, there is gold in the ground right now. 5. The lighthouse the ocean swallowed. Standing on Folly Beach, you'll see something that shouldn't be there. A lighthouse rising straight out of the ocean with no land around it. The Morris Island Lighthouse was built in 1876, standing over 2,700 feet inland on solid ground. Today it stands nearly 2,000 feet offshore, completely surrounded by water. The construction of jetties at Charleston Harbor fundamentally altered the movement of sand along the coast, triggering an erosion of Morris Island that never stopped. The land wasn't gradually worn away. It was redirected by human engineering, and the lighthouse was abandoned to the sea. It is the most visible monument to unintended consequences on the entire East Coast. 4. The day the Earth turned to liquid. On August 31, 1886, an earthquake estimated between magnitude 6.9 and 7.3 struck Charleston with such force that the sandy soil beneath the city literally liquefied, erupting through the ground in sand boils. Buildings collapsed, railroad tracks twisted into curves, and the shockwave traveled so far that church bells rang on their own more than 1,000 miles away. It remains the most destructive earthquake in the recorded history of the eastern United States. What it proved, and what engineers still grapple with today, is that Charleston is built on loosely packed sediment sitting above a fault system the continent had largely forgotten about. In 1886, it remembered. 3. America's oldest garden. On the banks of the Ashley River, just outside Charleston, there's a garden maintained continuously since 1741, more than 3 decades before the United States existed. Middleton Place was designed in the formal French geometric style across 65 acres, with terraced lawns, butterfly lakes, and reflecting pools that took nearly a decade of earthworks to complete. It survived the Revolution, survived the Civil War, though Union troops burned the main house in 1865, and survived centuries of hurricanes. It contains the oldest camellias in America, planted around 1785. Walking through Middleton Place is not a garden visit. It is a walk through the physical memory of a nation. 2. The library older than America. In 1748, Charleston intellectuals founded a shared library open to members and dedicated to the preservation of knowledge, nearly 30 years before the Declaration of Independence. The Charleston Library Society today holds over 14,500 rare books, 400 manuscript collections, and documents stretching back to the 15th century. It survived the Revolution, the Civil War, and multiple catastrophic fires. It is still operating, still lending books, still quietly holding the intellectual history of a city that was, for much of the 18th century, the wealthiest and most cosmopolitan in North America. Most people walk right past it. 1. The ghost ship in the mud. We end beneath the Atlantic, about 4 miles off Sullivan's Island, where for over 130 years, one of the most significant objects in American military history sat buried in silence. The H.L. Hunley was the world's first submarine to successfully sink an enemy warship, attacking the USS Housatonic in February 1864. Then it vanished. When it was located in 1995 and raised in 2000, the sediment had created an oxygen-free environment that preserved it almost perfectly, including the remains of all 8 crew members still at their stations, and a gold coin the captain kept in his pocket. The Hunley didn't just survive in the mud, it waited. It is now in a conservation facility in North Charleston, still giving up its secrets, one layer at a time. 17 facts, and we've barely scratched the surface of what this state is hiding. From a monkey island in the low country to the world's largest coral reef sitting unnoticed off its coast, South Carolina keeps proving that the most extraordinary places are often the ones you think you already know. Which fact hit you hardest? Drop it in the comments. There's another video on screen right now to keep you exploring, but before you go, subscribe and leave a like. There's a lot more of this country left to uncover.